all, congratulations to Vincent Dawn on this incredible accomplishment. Vince knew that I was looking for a plan B. And frighteningly enough, he told me he almost didn't tell me about this.
Wow.
Because he showed me another opportunity that I passed on. And he said, you know what, Theo, I almost didn't show you this. Now, he called me one day. I was fortunately one of the people who was in Ella's living room in the early days. Dwayne came down. Dwayne was the national director at the time, came down and showed the program. And I saw it right away. I've never had any success in network marketing, even though I'm familiar with the concept. But I never had any success in this type of business until 5 Links. This company got it right. They found a way to get, their philosophy is, hey, if we can build a company where people can come in and make money and be happy doing it, they will build us a formidable company. And right now, this company is positioning itself to be a global powerhouse, not only in telecom, but in energy. And I'm so glad to be a part of it. And, you know, I know the money's there, because we talk about it all the time. So everybody pays the telecom bill every month.
That's right.
Last month, this month, next month, and somebody's getting paid. 5 Links enables us to be that somebody.
That's right.
So, but I've come to really embrace the people part of it. I mean, just helping people and having somebody say, man, thank you for showing me this thing. You know, and when I started running with Vince, we ran through snow. We ran through heat, we ran through rain. I mean, you know, but just following this guy. You know, Vince is a fighter at heart. Anybody knows Vince likes to train. He likes to use a lot of fighting analogies. But he's straight from the heart, and it's just been a pleasure just following his lead. So I want to thank my team, and we're all one big team because we're all one interlocking powerhouse of a distribution network. So I feel like I'm rolling there. I could talk for a while, but I'm gonna back off a little bit. I'm gonna back off a little bit. But I want to thank you. I want to thank Dwayne with his leadership and everybody who came out to share this afternoon with my friend and my partner, my mentor, Vinson Montgomery.
Right.
Awesome! This is awesome! Phenomenal! My name is Alex McCormick, National Director.
You sure?
On the awesome God-built team. For real. God built this, y'all. I'm going to tell you that. Just to tell you a little bit of my story, Vince was my Sunday school teacher when I was a kid.
So does Abe.
Now listen. 2 years ago this month, I went to the gym. It was about 10 o'clock at night. As I started on the treadmill, I didn't have my glasses on, but Vince walked up, and growing up knowing him, I hadn't seen him in 13 years. But growing up knowing him, I recognized his silhouette right away. Honestly. And I said, Mr. Montgomery, because that's how I referred to him at the time. And long story short, guys, I told him, I said, Vince, I'm looking for something. So if you see anything, please let me know. He had only seen this less than a week earlier. Less than a week earlier, guys. And every time I think about that story, I say, thank God. Because I have no clue where I'd be right now if he hadn't seen that a week earlier. Does that, everybody understand what I'm talking about? 7 years ago, I'm a chef by trade. I'm very good at what I do. 7 years ago, I was in the restaurant business, working 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. Okay? I had no time for anything. I had 2 daughters. I was married. I'm still married. Oops. Thank God for that. But listen, guys, this is my story. I was broke time-wise. Everybody's either we have lots of money or no time, or lots of time and no money, right?
That's right.
I had no time, and I had 2 daughters. One night, I sat down at the table with my daughters and my wife. And my 3-year-old daughter, her name is Jasmine, she began to play this game. Anybody know any 3-year-olds? Yeah. I hear some 3-year-olds in the background. Right? My 3-year-old daughter, Jasmine, began to play this game. And she went around the table. She said, Mommy lives here, and Mom lives here, and Alexis lives here, that's her sister. And she said, Daddy lives at work. My 3-year-old. How many of you would agree that if your 3-year-old said, Daddy lives at work, Daddy needs to do something different?
That's right. That's right.
So I began to look, and I thank God for the opportunity that God put in front of me through Vince. I thank God for Vince's spirit, because there's times that I absolutely came to him and was ready to say, look, I'm not doing this anymore.
That's right.
I was going to quit several times.
That's right.
okay? But I thank God, again, because, you know, he was praying for me. We prayed together. And I just tell you what, guys, the thing that I love about this business is that I'm going to know him for the rest of my life into eternity.
That's right.
Hey!
So that's my story, guys. If you're here for the first time tonight, you are in the right place at the right time.
That's right.
And where can you and I go and get a BMW car after
Guys, this is Vince's national directors. And you're going to see what that means. If you're a guest in the house today, you're going to see what that really means. When he started this journey at the beginning of the month, right before he hit senior vice president, I believe he only had one, or had two. He's now got 7 national directors, and I believe we got 2, 3 more coming up. But I want to introduce you now to the people that created Vincent, that brought him into the opportunity. And one thing about this business, each one, teach one. And I remember the first time I met Vincent, my pastor, I would go to church in Christ Church in Somerset. And my pastor was telling me about this man and his wife. And he said, we got to get into this presentation. And he came out, we had a presentation after church. So I want to introduce you to my pastor. She's also a national director. So she got a national director with a senior vice president leg running already. So she's going to come from national director to platinum senior vice president. So help me welcome, for her 2-minute speech, national director, Pastor Rosalind Davis. And her husband is also the business, Pastor Wayne Davis.
What can we say? Another BMW, another leader birthed out of our organization. We're looking forward to many more, me being next. Well, you know, again, everyone has a different story, everyone has a different journey, and you embrace the journey that you're on. Whatever leads you here, just thank God for it, because every path leads to success in 5 links. What can we tell you? We all got hit a few years ago financially. Churches are funded by the free will offerings of people. When people begin losing their homes and cars and jobs, hey, those offerings go down, and the pastors have the task of trying to pay the bills, whether it's the mortgage, the rent, helping people that are in distress. Well, we had to do what we had to do, and we tapped into our own personal finances to keep the church afloat. You never know what your pastors are going through, so let me plug for all the pastors here tonight.
That's right.
Support your pastors. Support your pastors, because they get hit, they get hit at home. And so anyway, Brother Dwayne was already starting his journey in 5 links, and he talked to my husband. And one day I got a phone call while he was with Brother Dwayne asking me for my social security number. Being the dutiful wife, I just gave it to him. I had no idea what he was getting ready to do with that. When he got home, I was a 5 links representative. And can I say I was not happy to be one? Because, you know, we didn't know. We didn't have a mindset for business at the time, but after a little while, we caught it and we started to run with the business. And what I can tell you is, if you don't give up, for all of the people that are here,
Jesus.
the Lord will truly, truly bless your life.
Amen.
Anything that you put your hands to the plow on, it's going to be successful. And we are very critical and very skeptical, especially at these days and times. But sometimes you just have to just step out on faith. You can't see the end, but if you trust God at the beginning, He will steer you to the end. And what I can tell you is, out of all the people that we have met in this business, we have been blessed, because it's encouraged us, it's motivated us, it's kept us at just a motivating place where we realize